In the heart of an abandoned village shrouded in fog, a chilling legend whispered through the empty streets. They said that if you dared to enter the old church after midnight, you'd hear the cries of a lost child echoing in the darkness. Mike, a curious soul with a penchant for the supernatural, decided to test the truth of this eerie tale, armed only with a flashlight and his trembling courage. As the clock struck 12, Mike pushed open the creaking doors of the church, a gust of cold air rushing past him. The air felt heavy, as if something ancient and malevolent was lurking, waiting for the right moment to pounce. A wave of silence enveloped him, broken only by the faint sound of a child whimpering somewhere in the gloom. Shivers ran down Mike's spine. He strained to listen, the soft sobs growing louder, pulling him deeper into the shadowy interior. The light from his flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced on the cracked walls. He called out, asking if anyone was there, but his voice sounded insignificant against the vast emptiness. Mike stumbled toward the altar where legend had it the child's spirit was trapped. Suddenly the sobbing stopped, replaced by a chilling whisper that seemed to swirl around him. "Help me." The words sent a jolt of fear through his core. Who was this child? What did they need? The urge to flee tugged at him, but an inexplicable force compelled him to stay. With every step forward, the temperature dropped, and Mike could see his breath in the air. He reached the altar and turned his flashlight to the ground. There, lying among the debris, was a dusty, tattered teddy bear. His heart raced. The whispers grew insistent, now sounding desperate. As he picked up the bear, a wave of sorrow washed over him, as if he had just become part of the tragedy that unfolded in this forsaken place. Feeling the weight of the child's yearning, Mike's instincts screamed at him to escape, yet he was entranced by a dark curiosity. The soft murmur of the child's voice beckoned him deeper. "Come play," it coaxed, its tone both sweet and sinister. Could he trust this spectral child? Or was he merely a pawn in a diabolical game? Suddenly, the flashlight flickered violently before going out entirely, plunging him into a suffocating blackness. Panic surged through him as he fumbled for his phone, the screen illuminating his terrified face. In that feeble light, he caught a glimpse of a small figure standing in the shadows, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The child was no longer a mere whisper. It was here, staring at him with a blend of sorrow and malevolence. "What do you want?" Mike stammered, backing away, feeling the edges of the altar digging into his spine. "Why are you here?" The figure pointed toward the church's darkened corners, where ancient murals seemed to writhe, depicting scenes of grief and despair. Suddenly, the walls began to tremble, and the air thickened with anguish as the child's cries morphed into a cacophony of tormented souls. As he turned to flee, the church door slammed shut with a force that shook the ground beneath him. Trapped, Mike's heart raced, a primal fear pulsing through him. The child's voice turned into a chilling laughter, echoing through the hall as more shadows emerged, joining the spectral figure, their faces twisted in eternal sorrow. Mike's mind raced. He needed to escape this curse, to break the cycle of anguish. In a moment of desperation, he recalled an old urban legend. To break a haunting, one must give something precious in return. He took a deep breath, clenching the teddy bear tightly, and shouted, "I will help you find peace. I swear it." The laughter ceased abruptly, replaced by an eerie silence that enveloped the church. The shadows halted, their forms flickering as if contemplating his offer. Could this desperate plea be enough? Before Mike could blink, a blinding light erupted around him, consuming the darkness. He felt a pull, as if the very essence of the church was tearing itself apart. When the brilliance faded, he found himself standing outside, the church looming eerily behind him, silent once more. With trembling hands, he looked at the teddy bear. Somehow he had survived, but had he truly set the child free? As he backed away, Mike heard one last whisper float through the air. "Remember," his heart raced, the weight of the haunting returning to settle in his chest. Curiosity mixed with dread as he realized the village was awakening, shadows moving in the corners of his vision, watching him. Was he free, or had he just awakened something far worse? As he raced down the cobblestone path, the feeling grew stronger. The darkness was not done with him yet. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more tales from the dark corners of the unknown, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. There's always another story lurking in the shadows, waiting to pull you in.